Good evening and welcome to the State College of Florida here in Bradenton, Florida, and game 2 of our 3-game series between the Atlanta Smoke and the homestanding Florida Vibe. Last night, the Smoke did just about everything right. A 20-1 5-inning victory over the Vibe. Janae Jefferson was 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs. Jada Cody was 4 for 4 with 4 ribbies. Charlotte Eccles drove in 6. Morgan Howell drove in 4. The entire Smoke lineup made an impact in some way. So how will the Vibe respond? With a new pitcher in the circle, Sam Grass getting the ball, and a couple lineup shifts, including the return of Taylor Pleasance, we'll get to see in just a few short moments. Glad that you're here as we hit right at about 6 o'clock Eastern time here in Bradenton, Florida. Gray Robertson in the booth here at SCF from Softball America, the Crimson Tide Sports Network, and SEC Network Plus, and it's almost time to kick things off. We'll have starting lineups and the anthem brought to you over the PA loudspeaker, and then we'll have first pitch between the Vibe and the Smoke coming up in just a bit from here in Bradenton.
The Atlanta Smoke versus your Florida Vibe. And now the lineup for the Smoke, starting with the reserves. Number 3, Coco Willie. Number 5, Elizabeth Mason. Number 13, Taylor Craft. Number 14, Jayla Wright. Number 23, Donnie Goburn. Number 36, Autumn Peace. Number 44, Michaela Timmons. And number 51, Maddie Grimm. And now, the starting lineup for the Smoke. At second base, number 4, Janae Jefferson. At first, number 21, Silent Rain Espinoza. At catcher, number 17, Jada Cody. At third, number 4, Charlotte Eccles. In right field, number 47, Morgan Howe. In left field, number 9, Kiki Milloy. At shortstop, number 32, McKenna Dow. At DP, number 77, Jasmine Hemp. In center field, number 0, Anne-Marie Brown. And at pitcher, number 31, Billy Kerwin. And now for your Florida Vibe lineup. Starting with the reserves. Number 11, Esteli Chet. Number 12, Emily Kirby Nagel. Number 14, Jordan Johnson. Number 20, Sierra Frazier. And number 22, Elizabeth Hightower. And now, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Vibe starters. At DP, number 7, Carmen Greenwood. In the right field, number 15, Rachel Rowe. At the first base, number 17, Taylor Pleasant. At catcher, number 36, Jordan Rudd Lee. In the left field, number 23, Kara Caneto. At shortstop, number 10, Jillian Solis. At third, number 33, Sarah Mosley. In center field, number 90, Emma Ritter. At the second base, number 8, Hannah Adams. And last but not least, at pitcher number 9, Sam Grass. Coached by Doc Richardson. And ladies and gentlemen, please remove your cover and stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, there you go. The starting lineups have been introduced. Game 2 of this 3-game series here in Bradenton, Florida. Can the Vibe bounce back? Last night was a tough one. Took it on the chin against the Atlanta Smoke, but it's a new day, as Jordan Johnson told me pregame, and we'll see how the Vibe can respond against the Texas Smoke. One more time, in case you missed it, the starting lineup for the Smoke. Janae Jefferson, the second baseman, is leading off with Silent Rain Espinoza at first, batting second. Jada Cody, the catcher's in the 3 spot. Charlotte Eccles, the third baseman, is hitting 4th. Morgan Howe is out in right and batting 5th. Kiki Malloy, the Tennessee legend, in left, batting 6th. McKenna Dowell, the shortstop, at 7th. Jazz Hill, the DP, is in the 8th spot. And Anna Marie Bruni, the center fielder, turns things over in the 9-hole. And getting the ball for the Florida Vibe here in Game 2 of this series, it's the recently graduated second-team All-SEC selection from South Carolina, Sam Grass. Started her career at NC State, then went to Charlotte, followed Ashley Chastain Woodard to Columbia, and helped South Carolina go on a historic run in 2025. Just an out away from the Women's College World Series. A great year for the Gamecocks, picked last in the SEC preseason poll, but got a 8 national seed in the NCAA tournament. Gress, we saw her last night. She finished it off. She went an inning and gave up a couple hits, couple runs. Both were earned. Did strike out 1, no walks. You're going to see her mix 3 speeds. That's what she did at South Carolina. She can throw that changeup at about 50 or so, a little above 50, and then she can throw an off speed as well. Her hard stuff in about the mid to upper 60s. Rise ball, screwball, and she'll mainly work east and west and then up in the zone. Defensive alignment for the Vibe. In left field, Kara Canetto. Center field occupied by Emma Ritter. Right field with Rachel Roop, who's thrown quite a few people out from that position in her days. Third base, Sarah Mosley. Shortstop, Jillian Solis. Second base, Hannah Adams. First base, Taylor Pleasance. Jordan Rudd-Lee is behind the dish. And as per usual, I want to hear from you, people at home. We heard from Erica Beach last night. We want to hear from more of you. You can tweet me at Gray, Gray _Robertson. Let me know where you're watching, who you're watching, how you're doing on this fine Tuesday evening, just past 6 o'clock on the East Coast.
Leading off the top of the first inning, number 2, Janae Jefferson.
Texas legend Janae Jefferson will start things for the Smoke. 4-time All-American who kind of played like it last night, was on base constantly. 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs and 2 runs. And immediately, change piece from Gress for strike one. Mentioned it last night. Jefferson had the key hit for Team USA in the 2022 World Games in Birmingham, Alabama, on the way to a gold medal against Team Japan. If you want to see the clip, go check out my Twitter. The 1-1 was fouled back, 1-2. It's there. That change misses 2-2. I was watching Sam Gress warm up before the game, and then I asked her favorite pitch. She said it was the changeup. Said that was the second pitch her dad taught her when she was growing up. Fastball, changeup. Those are the first two. Obviously, it's added a lot since. Jefferson, well struck out to left field, and Janae Jefferson has left the building. Leadoff solo homer. And the four-time All-American picks up right where she left off last night. 1-0 Smoke. That one just leaked a little bit over the plate from Gress. And you can't make mistakes like that against Jefferson.
Next up at bat, number 21, Silent Rain Espinoza.
I'll bring up Silent Rain Espinoza, the Washington Husky. Yesterday, Silent Rain Espinoza had one at-bat, struck out. A couple lineup changes for the Smoke today, with Espinoza in. McKenna Dowell also in. No Coco Woolley in the starting lineup, at least. That's a strike. 2-1. Now the 3-1 from Gress. That'll drop in left. Espinoza just stuck the bat out there. And a back-to-back hit start. Now 20 hits for the Smoke in this series.
Two-stepping into the batter's box, number 17, Jada Cody.
And here is Jada Cody, who was, for the Florida Vibe, a nightmare last night. 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Homer, double, couple singles, no chance for a hit because she gets hit. 2 on, nobody out.
At the plate, number 4, Charlotte Eccles.
And here's Charlotte Eccles, who might have been even scarier, even though she was just 2 for 4. The Florida All-American drove in 6 in Game 1. An RBI groundout, that was innocuous in the first inning. Then a 3-run homer and a 2 RBI single a little bit later on. Oh, and 2. Back to the circle. Gress will make the play at third. Mosley to first. Double play. That's exactly how you do it. The 1-5-3, maybe just maybe, will help get the Vibe out of this situation with just the one run coming across.
Next up at bat, number 47, Morgan Howe.
Got to take care of Morgan Howe, the Arizona State All-American. Graduated in 2019. Couple home runs last night for Howe, part of a 4 RBI game. Teed up but fouled off, 0-2. 2 for 4 with 2 homers, 2 Ks, and 2 runs scored. Oh, and that hits her. And that is not ideal on an 0-2 pitch. Second hit by pitch of the inning. Howe was displeased. And in steps Kiki Malloy.
Number 9, Kiki Malloy.
One of the best to ever do it for the Tennessee Lady Vols. Malloy out of Woodinville, Washington last night was 2 for 4 with a couple runs scored, had a couple doubles. Two now. That's off the knob of the bat. They'll say foul ball. Interesting. I thought they hit the knob of the bat. If so, that would be a fair ball, but they blow it dead. Dr. Dot Richardson coming out and double checking. I think they're saying it hit her hand and not the knob. Okay. 2-1. Jammed. 2-2. You're going to see Gress with that screwball. It's got just a little bit of extra run at the very last minute. In on righties, away from lefties. And because she can throw it at multiple speeds, it's very hard to identify what to go after. You just have to pick a speed and hunt that. Malloy out towards center, and that'll drop. Just found the right spot. Run will come in, and then the throw gets away. Now Howe will race for home. She'll score. 2 more in for the Smoke. An RBI for Malloy, and then a throwing error will make it 3-0.
Next up, number 32, McKenna Dow.
Now I'll bring up the former Auburn Tiger, who I'm sure noticed the shirt I'm wearing. With a runner on third and 2 gone. Dowell getting the call at short today after yesterday as a pinch hitter striping one out to right, but it was caught. Oh my, 1-1. Foul. Dowell wrapped up her career at Minnesota, where she went for her COVID year. Played 4 seasons for the Tigers down on the Plains. Career .269 hitter in college. Sam Grass efforting to get out of this situation. Dowell smoked out to center. Ritter on the run, couldn't find it. Malloy will score. McKenna Dowell's got a stand-up RBI double. Worked the count, found something she wanted. 4-0 Smoke. And this inning has carried over what we saw in game 1.
Up at bat, number 77, Jasmine Hill.
Jazz Hill takes it high and tight. Ball 1. Started her career at Arizona State, then transferred to A&M following her head coach Trisha Ford. Had a really effective day at the bottom of the order in game 1. Was 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. And a 4-pitch walk. Now Anna Marie Bruni, South Florida Bull, smokes it foul. 0-1. Bruni was a couple times first team All AAC with the Bulls. A Pennsylvania native, came down to Tampa for college ball. Trying to turn the lineup over. Jefferson waits on deck. And that's blooped over to Mosley at third. Inning over. But it was another big inning, not quite as big as some of the ones we saw last night, but 4 runs in for the Smoke, and the Vibe will need to do something to get some energy as we go to the bottom of the first here at SCF. To the bottom of the first we go. The Vibe down 4-0. And here's the starting lineup for Dot Richardson's squad. Trying to win game 2, but in a bit of a hole already out the gate. Carmen Greenwood, the DP, will lead off with Rachel Roop, the right fielder, batting second. Taylor Pleasance, first base, batting third. Jordan Rudley, the catcher's cleaning up, with Kara Caneto, the left fielder, batting fifth. Jillian Solis, the shortstop, bats sixth.
Number 7, Carmen Greenwood.
Sarah Mosley's at third, hitting seventh. Emma Redder, the center fielder, bats eighth. And Hannah Adams is turning it over in the 9 spot, and they're facing Billy Kerwood, who just finished up her college ball at Delaware, was the 2025 CAA Pitcher of the Year, first team all-conference. And Greenwood lays down a beauty. Nothing Cody can do. Infield bunt single for Carmen Greenwood. And you saw her attack the changeup. You're going to see more changeup from Kerwood than anything else. She throws that about 35% of the time. Low 50s. Regular hard stuff comes in at about 61 to 63.
Next up, the right fielder, number 15,
Screw,
Rachel Rope.
curve, and she'll work a rise ball as well. So east, west, and north. Not much down in the zone as Rachel Roop sends that out. Rachel Roop with the response, and that's a 2-run bomb for the Florida Vibe. So Rachel Roop, the rookie out of Liberty, brings in Greenwood, and just like that, the Vibe has got some mojo going. 4-2 smoke here in the bottom of the first.
Next up at the plate, the first baseman, number 17, Taylor Pleasance.
Taylor Pleasance will make her first appearance this weekend, the All-American from LSU. She'll take it high for ball 1. We did get a tweet in from @LoveChris. He's sporting a lot of Aggie gear in that profile picture. Rooting for the Atlanta Smoke from Houston, Texas. Go Coco Woolley. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on this airwaves. I have on the Crimson Tide Sports Network, but my entire mom's side of the family all went to A&M. So, got half Aggie blood, even though I work for the Crimson Tide and Softball America as a whole. Fouled off by Pleasance, 2-1. Taylor was with the Vibe last year but didn't play, was dealing with an injury that she sustained right at the end of her senior season for LSU. She's telling me she had some broken bones that she was hitting with in her hand against Nyjah Kennedy in Supers, which it's already hard enough to hit off Nyjah, let alone when you've got an injury. But for the rest of you, if you're tuning in, you can hit me up at Gray, GRAY_Robertson. Pleasance over to first base. Espinoza will step on the bag, 1 down.
Next up at the plate, the catcher, number 36, Jordan Rudley.
Jordan Rudley, the Northwestern product. 0 for 2 last night. Winner of a Johnny Bench Award and the Gold Glove Award. Defense for the Smoke. Left field, Kiki Malloy. Bruni in center. Howe in right. Infield left to right of Eccles, Dowell, Jefferson, Espinoza. Cody behind the plate. That's a cue ball that'll stay foul. 1-1. Jordan Rudley will find a gap all the way to the fence. This should be 2. She took a second stepping on first, and then she'll slide in for the double. Boy, there was a visible hesitation rounding first. But it's a double, and all is well. And here's the tying run. It's Kara Caneto, another Liberty Flame.
The left fielder, number 23, Kara Caneto.
Caneto yesterday, up in the 3 spot, was 1 for 2. Down in the 5 hole tonight against Kerwood. Autumn Peace got the win, a complete game victory for the Smoke in game 1. And quickly 0-2. Billy Kerwood coming off of a year for Delaware where she had a 1.59 ERA and threw 194 innings. Chopped over to first. Espinosa's got it. She's recorded both outs as the runner moves to third.
Gliding into the batter's box, the shortstop, number 10, Jillian Solis.
And Washington Husky, Jillian Solis. Oh for 2 with a K last night. That'll sneak through the 3-4 hole out to right field. And Solis, first pitch attack, has the RBI single. 5 with him, 1. We've been on the air for over 40 minutes, probably about 30 minutes of it playing softball, and fireworks going early.
Up at the plate, the third baseman, number 33, Sarah Mosley.
And if you want fireworks, Sarah Mosley, probably the right person to call. That'll get through the 5-6 hole. Not quite one of the many home runs she hit at Georgia, but 2 on, 2 out for the Vibe. And you can see the adjustment the Vibe is making to the changeup. They're setting that pitch. I don't know how much film scout is part of all this, but if you've watched Kerwood, you know how often she likes to throw that changeup. She's leaving them up, and the Vibe is taking advantage. Opportunity for the former Virginia Tech Hokie Emma Ritter. Check swing foul. Ritter 1 for 2 with a strikeout last night. The hit was more or less a swinging bunt down the third base line. That is golfed out to left. Kiki Malloy is there. Inning over. But 3 runs in for the Vibe, and we got a ball game. 4-3 Smoke after 1. What will the second bring? I don't know. But you better stay and find out. Top of the order, due up for the smoke, just like in the first. Here in the second, it's Jefferson, Espinoza, and Cody. Sam Grass back out to work in the circle. Jefferson started things off with a solo homer. And that was just the beginning of our first inning shenanigans. 4-3 smoke. Here in the top of the second. Scorebug being sensitive tonight. 2-0. Wow, bunt on the 3-0, 3-1. Another foul ball. Mentioned it earlier, 4-time All-American at Texas, Janae Jefferson. Just did some crazy things for the Longhorns. So versatile at the plate. One of the great defensive infielders as well. And she is very tough to strike out. Just continues to battle. And change. Some of the best change-ups that Grass has thrown, but Jefferson keeps staying alive. And ball 4. That is just too good from Janae Jefferson.
Next up, the first base, number 21, Silent Rain Espinoza.
Silent Rain Espinoza singled, little line drive blooper crossover out to left field. She'll take strike one. And it's always interesting to see the connections that you get after college, some of the memories maybe. Janae Jefferson over at first. The year Texas went to the Champ Series as an unseeded team in 2022. The team they beat in regionals on the road was Washington with Silent Rain Espinoza. Now you got those two players 3 years later, 1 and 2 in the order for the smoke. Got a tweet from MeX3. Let's go smoke. I'm in love with the Coco. Lots of Coco Wooly love up in here. I get it. Don't miss my puns last night, though. Another 0-2 to Espinoza. On the ground towards Mosley, and the throw to second's not going to be in time. 2 on, nobody out.
Next up at bat, number 17, Jada Cody.
And here's Cody, who got hit by the first pitch she saw. Smoke already threatening yet again. 4-3. Well, that got past Jordan Rudd-Lee. That must be a pass ball, I think. That'll get away as well, and Jefferson will come in to score. It was a swing and miss from Cody, 0-2, but 5-3 now. Cody waits, out to center, that's deep enough. Good throw in, but Espinoza will score on the sac fly. 6-3 Smoke.
Next up, the third baseman, number 4, Charlotte Eccles.
Bases clear, 1 out for Eccles, who hit into a double play. And she'll take strike 1. One and one. Eccles also on that World Games squad 2022 with Janae Jefferson, All-American in 21. Oh dear, 3-1. I am not quite sure where that one missed. Good change from Gress. And ball 4. So off goes Charlotte Eccles to first base. Beautiful evening here in Bradenton. 6-3 Smoke looking for more with just 1 out on the board.
Next up, the right fielder, number 47, Morgan Howe.
And Morgan Howe, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Talked about it last night. Howe, on one of the original Florida Vibe / Team Florida rosters, coached the Mayaca City River Mocs in the FGCL back in 2021. That's where we first met. And now here she is with the Smoke, lifting it towards left. This is in foul ground. And the catch is made by Caneto for out number 2.
Next up, the left fielder, number 9, Kiki Malloy.
Now bring up Kiki. RBI single and a run scored earlier. And she fists that out to left field, down for a base hit. Another one for Kiki. 2 for 2 night. Claudine, if you're watching, hello. Malloy family, known for what they've done in so many different sports, and a great family overall. And Kiki, one of the best to ever wear a Tennessee uniform, now 4 hits in this series.
Next up, the shortstop, number 32, McKenna Dow.
And Gracious looking for out number 3 against McKenna Dowell. It was an RBI double for Dowell. Her first time up. Gress just has to get an out here, and I think she will. Popped up. Solis will make the catch. And that'll do it. 2 runs in for the Smoke. 6-3 your score off to the bottom of the second here at SCF. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Vibe, down by 3 here in the bottom of the second. And a first pitch strike to Hannah Adams from Billy Kerwood. Adams, the All-American at Florida last night for the Vibe, was 1 for 2 with a run scored. Wind blowing pretty much straight left to right, and that'll push that foul ball further towards the hitting facility, 1-2. Oh, here we go. It happened. Yes. The 1-2 first to Hannah Adams. We got the tweet from Claudine Malloy, who I finally, after years of seeing her on social media and following the Malloy family, met her at the World Series. Got a hello and a wave emoji. Hello, Claudine and the Malloys. Glad you're tuning in here tonight. Hannah Adams will lace that out to right field. Leadoff base hit for the Vibe. This just has all the feels of a shootout, so buckle up, everyone. And that's going to be it for Billy Kerwood. Change coming in the circle for the Atlanta Smoke. We'll step aside for a moment and reset as the Vibe bring in the top of the order with a runner on first and nobody out here in the second. All right, the new pitcher in the ballgame for the Atlanta Smoke. Duke All-American Jayla Wright out of Charlotte, North Carolina, began her career at Michigan State. Went to play for Marissa Young and the Blue Devils, took him to the World Series. And I've still got my scout from 2024 and the Women's College World Series. You're going to see that drop change combo 76% of the time.
Number 7, Carmen Greenwood.
Throws it really hard down in the zone. Can work to all sides. Has a fastball too, change at about the mid-upper 50s. And that changeup in 2024, going into the World Series, hitters were hitting .083 against the change. Most successful was a .248 average against the drop ball for Wright. Also has the curve and the fastball in the arsenal as well. And so spinny. That's a beautiful pitch. 1-1 on Greenwood, who singled and scored in the first. Billy Kerwood goes an inning, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no walks, no Ks, responsible for Adams at first base. That's that deceptive spin. It really makes it hard to hit Jayla Wright. On the ground to second. There's one. Dowell. That is a very quick 4-6-3 double play. That's exactly the type of outs that Jayla Wright has come in to get. Ground ball. Again, keeps it low. Vibe fell right into the trap there.
Next up, the right fielder, number 15, Rachel Roop.
Rachel Roop already has a 2-run homer. I'm sure memories flooding back. Lots of Duke Liberty battles over the years. That one vanishes off the table, 0-1. Called strike 3. Jayla Wright paints the outer half and comes in and makes a statement. Faced 2 batters, got 3 outs. And we go to the top of the third, 6-3 Smoke. 2 down, plenty to go. 6-3 Smoke. 8-9-1 due up.
Leading off, number 77, Jasmine Hill.
Against Sam Grass, it's Hill, Bruni, and Jefferson. Jasmine Hill walked in the first. And she will bloop that to short. Catch made. And for the first time today, the leadoff is retired. Anna Marie Bruni, first pitch. Slap to short. Solis, that was fast. 2 pitches, 2 outs. We'll see if things work as efficiently with Janae Jefferson back in.
Number 2, Janae Jefferson.
Third plate appearance of the day, solo homer and a well thought out walk. She scored twice. Some of the best changeups Grass has thrown came in that walk to Jefferson, but she just kept spoiling them foul. And she gets something she can smoke out to the gap. How in the world do you get Janae Jefferson off base? On yet again with a 2-out double. Five for 6 now, Jefferson, here in this series. And speed on for Silent Rain Espinoza.
Next up at bat, number 21, Silent Rain Espinoza.
She's 1 for 2 with a run scored, single and an unsuccessful fielder's choice. Two and out. Two and two on Espinoza. Jefferson hanging out at second base after the 2-out double. Full count. Over to short. Solis. It hopped up on her. The throw was just in the nick of time to end the inning. That could have been dangerous, but the frame ends without a run coming across for the Smoke. We'll see if the Vibe can figure out Jayla Wright when we come back. Heart of the order for the Florida Vibe here in the third. Pleasance, Rudley, and Canetto, 3, 4, 5.
And off the top of the third, number 17, the first baseman, Taylor Pleasance.
Taylor Pleasance grounded out in the first. First time getting Jayla right in this game. Wind is pretty still comparatively. And this is good work by Pleasance. Taking these pitches low, 3-0. See how quickly the Vibe can adjust. Again, a lot of change and drop from Jayla Wright. Mentioned it her senior year. That was 76% of her arsenal at change drop combo. And ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Pleasance, and the leadoff is on for the third inning in a row.
Next up at the plate, the catcher, number 36, Jordan Rudley.
Jordan Rudley doubled and scored in the first. Oh, okay. 1-0. I'm going to be honest, that one looked pretty good. Oh, whoops. Cody accidentally threw that at right when she wasn't ready for it. And by threw, I mean tossed it gleefully. And now they're chatting. Now back at it, the 1-0 to Jordan Rudley. Two and 0. Although there have been a few borderline, that's now 6 straight balls to start the inning for Jayla Wright. I wonder if Rudley is all take here, or thinking maybe now's the time you're going to get something in the zone. It was in the zone, 2-1. Chopped foul. So I'm trying to get the tying run to the plate. Jayla Wright came in and barnstormed the second inning. Double play and a strikeout looking, but a little bit of trouble here in the third. Payoff, Rudley. Foul ball. Would have been ball 4. And there is ball 4. Back-to-back walks and a tying run. Will step in for the Vibe with nobody out. It's Caracaneto over 1 with a ground out, and we'll have a meeting in the circle. Kat Tarvin, the head coach for the Atlanta Smoke, comes out and has a word. Well, we saw Autumn Peace yesterday in the circle for the Smoke. Billy Kerwig got the start tonight. Jayla Wright in the circle now. I'm checking to see if there are any other pitchers we haven't seen. Donnie Goburn, I have not seen her in the building. She has not played, but I don't know if she's even in town. And Autumn Peace also available. They do have one more game tomorrow as well. Caneto takes ball 1. And that is caught at second by Jefferson. No chance for a double play anywhere. But a really good and frankly not surprising play made at second base by the 4-time All-American. 1 down.
Next up, the shortstop, number 10, Jillian Solis.
Jillian Solis with an RBI single back in the first. Trying to find a gap. Chase there, 0-1. Solis, stopped by Dowell. There's one, the turn, and another double play. Jayla Wright has forced the Vibe into 2 of them. And this one's 6-4-3 to end the inning. After the 2 walks to start the frame, nothing doing, and we go to the 4th. Still 6-3 Smoke. 3, 4, 5 for the Smoke. Cody, Eccles, and Howe against Sam Gress. Cody pulls back the bunt, takes strike one. Jada still has not officially been retired here in this series. A hit by pitch and a sac fly so far today after a 4-for-4 game one. Two and one. Cody out the center field, and yes, indeed, Jada Cody's on yet again. Leadoff single here in the fourth.
Next up, number 4, Charlotte Eccles.
I'd move Cody up to the 2 spot. Just have her drive in Janae Jefferson all day long. Both of them have been on basically all weekend. Charlotte Eccles will hit now. 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. That ground out was a double play. This is trouble. Yet again, the Smoke just find a spot on a hit and run. Back-to-back singles, 2 on, nobody out. Eccles just popped that right into no man's land down the left field line.
Next up, number 47, Morgan Howe.
Morgan Howe 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a run scored. There is a lot of pop in that bat as that goes foul. Howe started her career at Fresno State before transferring to Arizona State. Went with Tricia Ford from the Bulldogs to the Sun Devils. Ford now the head coach at A&M. Fooled by the change, 0-2. On deck is Kiki Malloy. And when she steps in, I will tell my favorite Kiki Malloy, calling one of her game stories. Change off of Gress. She fields it and flips for the out. Both runners move up, one away. I'll check on Gress. So here's Malloy, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run. And I'm going to tell the story about the 2024 SEC softball tournament, 2023, excuse me, in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Alabama was playing Tennessee in the semis. This was after Montana got hurt, and Alabama was kind of having to go with a staff approach against the Lady Vols. And Kiki Malloy, against Alabama, had a home run that landed at Bogle Park in the parking lot beyond the walkway. There's a grassy knoll, landed beyond all that in the parking lot. And it rolled through the ESPN area where an unnamed and unknown ESPN staffer walked out of the catering tent as Malloy gets hit and heads to first. Walked out of the catering tent holding a plate of, I believe, chicken and mashed potatoes, and watched as the home run ball rolled past his feet. It's the one of the very few times Tom Canterbury and I have laughed on the air at something
32, McKenna Dow.
that was negative for Alabama, because obviously Kiki's homer did not help the Tide. It was just one of those crazy moments. And now Malloy's on first for McKenna Dowell, who's made the most of her start. RBI double and a pop out here today. Bases loaded, one gone. Back to the circle. Gress to the plate. That'll get the force. Good recovery yet again. Cody is out, 2 down. And yet again, they're going to check on Sam Gress.
Next up, number 77, Jasmine Hill.
Now Jazz Hill walking a pop out. Sam Gress maybe can give the Vibe a little momentum. She can get on this bases loaded jam. Oh, and 2. Back up the middle, and the play is at second. It's made. And how about Sam Gress? Bases loaded, 1 out, but nothing across for the Smoke. Always dangerous for a pitcher when your team gets the bases loaded but doesn't score. We'll see how Jayla Wright responds when we come back as we go to the bottom of the 4th here at SCF.
Next up, number 33, Sarah Mosley.
Bottom of the order, due up for the Vibe, 7, 8, 9. Mosley, Ritter, and Adams against Jayla Wright. Last portion of the order that has not faced Wright as of yet. But oh boy, has Sarah Mosley seen Jayla Wright before. Georgia Bulldog, who singled back in the first. Georgia and Duke have played many times, mostly in regionals. And these two, I'm sure, remember a lot from their college days against each other. Over to Eccles. One away.
Next up at the plate, the center fielder, number 90, Emma Ritter.
Emma Ritter flew out to left in the first inning. Ritter chase that one. Again, such good late movement from Jayla Wright. Her pitches are so spinny, very deceptive, hard to read. Now a just late break, running away from Ritter. Ritter went and got it, and McDowell makes the catch. 2 down.
The second baseman, number 8, Hannah Adams.
Hannah Adams singled him a second. That's the last time the Vibe got a hit. I'm going to lead off the second inning. And it was also the final batter for Billy Kerwood, who got the start. One and one. Adams snared by Jefferson. 1-2-3 for Jayla Wright. Making easy work of the Vibe. Her first time facing the lineup. And we're through 4, still 6-3 Smoke. Off to the 5th at SCF. The 9-1-2 for the Smoke, which means we're going to get a Janae Jefferson plate appearance. It's Bruni to start with Jefferson on deck here in the 5th. Bruni 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. Sam Grass still cooking in the circle. It's been a much more successful last couple innings. There have been some base runners. Got to have a bases loaded jam in the fourth, but her change has been located much better. And that's made it a lot harder for the Smoke to really get on time. One and one. And obviously with Jefferson waiting, a must out for Grass. Cannot let Bruni reach. And the strikeout. Well, that's how you keep Bruni off base. First strikeout for Grass, one down.
Next up, number 2, Janae Jefferson.
I love how she was coming into Bruni as well. Now, how will Grass attack the red piping hot Janae Jefferson, who's 2 for 2, has reached 3 times. Homer, walk, double for the Texas 4-time All-American. Jefferson to second, and finally the Vibe gets her out tonight. Well played by Adams, 2 away.
Next up at the plate, number 21, Silent Rain Espinoza.
Espinoza is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Jada Cody waits on deck. Just a much better job, though, as this game has gone on for Sam Grass locating. She's finding the strike zone earlier, getting ahead, mixing speeds well, doing all the things you have to do as a pitcher, especially at the pro ranks, to try and keep an offense off balance. Espinoza smokes that up the middle. An elevated pitch that she feasted on. And a mistake from Grass brings up Jada Cody with a runner on first base. Why is that an issue? Because Jada Cody has not gotten out yet in this series. 4 for 4 last night. And tonight a hit by pitch, a sac fly, and a single. So officially 5 for 5.
Next up in the batter's box, number 17, Jada Cody.
Very speedy Espinoza at first base, too. Outer half called strike. 3-1 to Cody, who lifts that out to left. Oh, look at Sam Gress. Runner left stranded and got Jefferson and Cody. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. 6-3 Smoke. See if the Vibe top of the order can start something against Jayla Wright. Top of the order for the Vibe. Greenwood, Roop, Pleasance. 6-3 Smoke. Vibe has had base runners all throughout this game, minus the fourth inning, but struggling to drive them in. And no hits since the second. Greenwood was the first batter to face Jayla Wright, and she hit into a double play. Kind of zapped all the energy for the Florida side. Greenwood, though, can set the pace here in the fifth.
I love that this press box has this view. It's amazing.
Low, 2-1. Well, and the versatility of Greenwood as well helps. She can barrel, she can hit it out, and we've already seen today she can lay down beautiful bunts. I wouldn't hate drag bunt down the first base line. See where Espinoza goes. She's playing in just a bit, as you can see on screen. Three and one. She didn't go. Ball four. Third walk by Wright. Leadoff runner on for the Vibe here in the fifth.
Next up, at bat, the right fielder, number 15, Rachel Rope.
Roop struck out looking. 2-run homer in the first inning, but that K was against Wright. Oh and 1. wouldn't think we would see Greenwood take off. Cody has a pretty good arm, but also if you're the Vibe, you just can't waste base runners right now. Gonna take advantage of all your chances. Root pops it up. Out the center field. Catch made for the first out. You can see Root, she's trying to make the adjustment, but she got a little too far underneath that. And in steps Taylor Pleasance.
Sliding up to the plate, the first baseman, number 17, Taylor Pleasance.
LSU All-American 0 for 1 with a walk. All the runs came in the first inning and a half, which is just so different from last night. Although all the runs really came for the Smoke. It was 20-1. Vibe has responded well. Now just trying to get the key hit to put themselves in a position to tie or take the lead. Pleasance to Espinoza. There's one. Can they turn two again? No, it got away. Lead runner is retired. 2 down. And the question is, would Pleasance have been out? Or did she beat it? It's either an error or fielder's choice, but there is...
the catcher, number 36, Jordan Rudd Lee.
A runner at first with 2 outs. We'll just say fielder's choice. Jordan Rudd Lee is 1 for 1 with a double, a run scored, and a walk. That is over to Eccles. Fair ball. The third of first will end the inning. Well, Red Lee went fishing a couple times down low. And the leadoff walk does not hurt the Atlanta Smoke as we go to the 6th. 6-3. Eccles will lead off the 6th for the Smoke. It's 4-5-6. Eccles, Howe, and Malloy. Sam Grass has thrown 3 straight scoreless innings for the Vibe. And ball 1 to Eccles, who is 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, walk, and a double play. There's that change for a strike. One and two. Eccles destroyed into another stratosphere. Solo homer here in the 6th, and the Smoke goes back up by 4. Second homer of the weekend for Eccles. And again, following the Eccles theme, and really following the theme for the Smoke, anything elevated they're hammering, and anything middle end to Eccles, and she is just turning on it.
Next up, number 47, Morgan Howe.
Now reset for Gress. Morgan Howe. He's got home run pop herself and is hitless today, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Full count. Howe has shown zero interest in the changeup here in this AB. I go right back to it, see if you can locate it low and in. Can't leave it up though. Didn't get the inner half. It wasn't the change. And instead it's ball 4. Don't want to follow up the homer with a walk.
Next up, number 9, Kiki Malloy.
And now Kiki Malloy. Couple base hits, an RBI. Hit by pitch as well. I already told my SEC tournament Kiki story, and now a pass ball is going to scoot past Rudd Lee. Put a runner in scoring position for Kiki. Checking to see if she went. I'll be honest, I thought it was a strike. Anyway, 2-0. And Gress is going to call time.
I don't think he went. I don't think she went.
And the other issue the Vibe runs into, all 5 pitchers threw last night. So if you go to the pin, you're just bringing in somebody the Smoke has already seen and hit. Okay, ball 4. That's a 4-pitch walk to Kiki. Oy, oy, oy. Back-to-back base on balls. First and second, nobody out. And Dr. Dot Richardson, I think, has questions.
All right, let me call him.
And we're going to take a quick break. All right, I think we're just going to get back to it. I will point out the pro zone is bigger than the college zone, and that is something you'll see at the AUSL level, the international level, and you should be probably seeing here. You get a little bit of the river, you get a little bit more off the plate, you get a little bit more up and down. That's the way it's supposed to be. And now Dowell attacks the first pitch, which I'm not 100% sure about. She fouled it off after a 4-pitch walk. When grass is getting squeezed, I would have taken 0-1. So first and second after the walks, it's 7-3 Smoke, and that one did miss, 1-1. One and two. Dowell sends the change a mile up in the air. Infield flag call, 1 down. Of course, also another reason you have the bigger zones at the pro level, because you're working with different bats.
Number 5, Elizabeth Mason.
You know, the pro bats are a little bit more juiced. So Elizabeth Mason will hit for Jazz Hill, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Mason, the Florida State Seminole, who last night had a couple plate appearances. Hit by pitch, a double, an RBI, and 2 runs. Just foul. 1-2. It's a very nice 1-2 change. Misses low and away 2-2. It's a really good hold by Mason as well. On the ground towards short. There's one. No chance for a double play. And they're on the corners with 2 gone. Looks like another pinch hitter coming in, and we will get to see the person everybody was tweeting about, Coco Woolley. Shout out to MeX3 and @LoveChris who were watching for Coco. Well, here's the recently graduated Texas A&M Aggie. Had a great season as a senior, great 4 years in College Station. 1 for 2 with 3 runs scored and an RBI in game 1. Coco over to short. Tough hop for Solis, but what a play. Quick strike throw. Smoke doesn't agree with it. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. They do add a run, does Atlanta. 7-3 your score. See if the Vibe can figure out a way to get to Jayla Wright when we come back. All right, middle of the order, trying to do something against Jayla Wright, who's been spectacular in relief. Canedo, Solis, and Mosley due up. 0-1 on Kara Canedo, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a line out. That's hair too far inside. 1-1. Jayla Wright has gone 3 2/3, no hits allowed, no runs, obviously. 3 walks and 1 strikeout so far. One and 2. Here's the other thing, though. The Vibe against Wright specifically, has just not done as good a job with their plate discipline. They're swinging at a lot of balls. Caneto back up the middle. Finally got something a little elevated, not even a lot. Just was hanging up a hair too much, and that's the first hit for the Vibe against Jayla Wright. Lead off on here in the 6th. And up comes Jillian Solis, who hit into a double play in the 3rd and had an RBI single in the 1st.
Jillian Solis.
I'll have to get it all back here in the home half of the 6th, but you got to think if the Vibe wants to even this series at a game apiece, they've got to get something on the board. Solis lifts that out to right, and on the run making the catch is Mason, who stayed out to play right field. Good to know. One down.
At the plate, the third baseman, number 33, Sarah Mosley.
Sarah Mosley will try and get a hold of one for two with a single and a ground out. Looks like Kiki Malloy is out there in center now for the Smoke. And I believe that's Morgan Howe in left. Mosley in the air, out towards center, drifting. Malloy watches it go over the wall. Sarah Mosley does indeed get a hold of one. 2-run shot in the bottom of the 6th, and it's 7-5 Smoke.
Home run.
And if you didn't believe me about the pro bats having a little extra in them, there's your example. Mosley got something a little elevated, went with it to the opposite field, and I'll be honest, in the college game, that's probably just a flyout, but it just kept carrying. And finally, the Vibe breaks through against Jayla Wright. And a pinch hitter coming up, Sierra Frazier, the 2023 UAB graduate, who was Player of the Year in Conference USA.
20, Sierra Frazier.
Yesterday had a double. I was honestly surprised she wasn't in the starting lineup tonight. And everyone gets nicked by that drop ball, 1-0. And now time called for the Atlanta Smoke. Frazier at UAB, the all-time Career leader in RBIs, 3-time All-Conference USA. Covered her a lot when she was with the Blazers because, naturally, Alabama UAB played many times over her career. Just right up the road. Frazier hitting for Ritter here in the 8-hole. And already you can see she has zero interest in that drop. So Wright brought it up for strike one, 2-1. Frazier towards center. Malloy was playing deep, and that'll drop in for a hit. In the blink of an eye, here comes the tying run in the bottom of the 6th. And the re-entry, Ritter will come back in. Well done by Frazier.
Next up at the plate, the second baseman, number 8, Hannah Adams.
Adams 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Strike one. As well as Sam Gress has thrown tonight, and you know, it was a little shaky early. She kind of got it back in the later stages. When we get to the 7th, it'll be the top of the order due up for the Smoke. I have to think that'd be the 5th time seeing Gress tonight. I think you got to go with a new arm. We'll see. That's a decision that Dr. Dot Richardson makes. Look at Adams, line to left, and right there is Howe for the second out.
Next up at the plate, number 7, Carmen Greenwood.
Turns over to the top of the order, and Greenwood, who's 1 for 2 with a single, a double play, and a walk. Scored a run in the first inning. Oh, wow. Talk about finding a spot. Greenwood just trickles it in through the 5-6 hole. Tying run on base. And Rachel Roop, 2-run homer already in this game, but a strikeout and a flyout against Wright.
Next up, number 15, Rachel Roop.
Outside. Wind is back to blowing more out, kind of right to left, but at times straight away. Rachel Roop, who had so many clutch hits in her college career for Liberty, trying to get one for the Vibe. Good take, 3-1.
Right from Doc's team,
Roop had the key home runs in the College Station Regional. One of the biggest upsets we've seen in the NCAA tournament, including a 3-run shot late in that Sunday winners bracket game against the Aggies. Roop too short, beautifully gloved by McKenna Dowell. And that will end the inning. The Vibe does get 2 back, and they trail by 2. We'll see if it's Gress or somebody else in the circle as we go to the 7th. Top of the order, due up for the Smoke, Jefferson, Espinoza, and Cody. It is still Sam Gress out there in the circle.
Number 2, Janae Jefferson.
As dusk falls upon us here in Bradenton, we have hit nearly the 2.5-hour mark in this ball game. And called strikeout or half on Jefferson, who is 2 for 3 with a homer, a walk, a double, and a ground out. She scored twice. 5th time seeing Sam Gress. So what else does Gress have in the toolbox? Went rise there, 1-1. But, oh, that is stunning. And Jefferson out at first. That thing just checked up and sat a half-inch in front of home plate. Good job by Rudd Lee to get up and get it over, and great covering first from Hannah Adams.
Next up in the batter's box, number 21, Silent Rain Espinoza.
So Jefferson down, and here's Silent Rain Espinoza. 2 for 4 day with a run. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, the Vibe will have the heart of the order, 3, 4, 5. That change missed. I wonder, we didn't see the Vibe make a change. Will the Smoke consider it after Jayla Wright finally showed a crack or two in the bottom of the 6th. Espinoza stopped at second. That's Hannah Adams for you.
That was amazing.
2 down.
At home plate, number 17, Jada Cody.
Jada Cody flew out to left her last time up. 1 for 2 officially with an RBI. Oh my, Jada Cody, goodbye. Jada Cody on a rope out to left field. Stayed fair, and there's the insurance the Smoke needed. 8-5 here in the 7th.
Next up, number 4, Charlotte Eccles.
And after Cody's home run, here's the other person on the team who's had a bomb tonight, Charlotte Eccles. Solo homer that was crushed into the distant homes her last time up. 2 for 3 day with a walk. Don't blame Sam Grass for being ultra careful with Eccles. They're staying away, which I get. Again, I mean, it was the plan last night for Eccles. She's hunting middle in. Homer earlier was an elevated inside pitch. Stay away. Work out her half. Now time called by Eccles. Turning into a beautiful evening here at SCF. Ooh. Change up missed for ball 4.
Up at the plate, number 47, Morgan Howe.
And now Morgan Howe. A couple free passes, 0 for 2 on the day. Has scored once. And has striped it out towards left center once. Eccles on her horse. That's a double for Howe. 2 in scoring position. And the 2-out hit parade is getting started for the Smoke. 3 straight base runners after the 2 groundouts. And here is Kiki Malloy, who's been on 4 times.
Up at the plate, number 9, Kiki Malloy.
RBI single, hit by pitch and walk for the Tennessee Lady Vol. Just thinking strategically here, I'm not sure I give Kiki Malloy a strike. You got Dowell on deck, who's 1 for 4. Malloy's been on 4 times and is 2 for 2. I'm playing the math. I know walking Malloy loads the bases, but right now you're teetering between still in this game or not in this game. I got over the plate, 3-1. Outer edge given, full count. All right, let's see if Gress goes back to the change. Payoff to Kiki. Malloy fouls it into the stands. And Jordan Rudley is going to go have a word with Sam Gress. You've got Eccles at third and Howe at second. Now look at that evening sky. Just a really great week of weather, at least when we've been awake. Nighttime is a whole other story, but hard to beat this. Malloy fouls it off. All right, so the Vibe is going after her. Base hit out to right field. Eccles will come in to score. Here comes Howe. She is safe. And Kiki Malloy does indeed make the Vibe pay for pitching to her. A 2 RBI single. And she's been on 5 times in this game.
Next up, number 32, McKenna Dow.
Dowell on the ground. Adams over to first. And that'll end the inning. But the damage is done. 3 insurance runs added for the Smoke. 10-5. The Vibe will need 5. And I think they're going to make a change in the circle. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. Last chance for Florida in just a moment. Last night's winning pitcher will come in the bottom of the 7th for the Atlanta Smoke. And it's the Minnesota Golden Gopher 2023 Big Ten Pitcher of the Year, Autumn Peace. Peace last night. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run it was earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. She's going to live in the low to mid 60s. Curve change, again, mostly east and west.
The bottom of the 7th inning for the Florida Vibe. Number 17, Taylor Pleasance.
And Taylor Pleasance will kick things off as the Vibe needs 5. And 3, 4, 5 are due up. Pleasance did not see Peace last night. She wasn't here, but she's back. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. One one. Pleasance smokes that out to center, but the catch is made by the recently re-entered Bruni for the first out. Jayla Wright went 5 innings of relief, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, and a K. Honestly, that line does not really reflect how well she threw.
Next up, the catcher, number 36, Jordan Rudd-Lee.
Jordan Rudd-Lee, 1 for 2. Double and a run scored. Also a walk thrown in there. Smoke looking to take game 2. They won game 1 last night, 20-1 in 5. Obviously much tighter here tonight. Trying to set up the chance to sweep on the road tomorrow. One and two. It's a very good pitch and a tough take for Rudd-Lee, 2 and 2. And that hits Jordan Rudd-Lee. So, a base runner for the Vibe here in the 7th by hook or by crook. And here's Kara Canetto, 1 for 3 with a single and a run.
Fielder number 23, Kara Canetto.
Got it all started in the 6th. Fouled away, 1 and 1. Dr. Dot Richardson will come out and, I believe, bring in a pinch runner. And it is Jordan Johnson. Because why not? The pitcher onto pinch run. Now back to Canetto. Can't get it all back in one swing. Just have to pass the baton, get that tying run to the plate, and all bets are off. as we close in on 2 hours and 45 minutes on the air here. Thank you for hanging with us and with me, because this is my 4th game of the day. Talking about softball for the last 11 hours. The 1-2. This is thrown away, 2-2. Tomorrow night when I'm back, y'all need to send some topics and or questions, because there was a lot of portal stuff that happened today in college softball. A lot of news hitting the last few hours. Canetto got jammed, but that'll bloop into right. That'll work. Again, by hook or by crook, however it has to happen. Vibe trying to get that tying run to the plate.
Next up, the shortstop, number 10, Jillian Solis.
Jillian Solis is 1 for 3. RBI single, double play, fly out. Now the fly out was really well hit, but that was against Jayla Wright. Now time called. Strike 1. Love that pitch from Autumn Peace. Again, she's going to work mostly east and west, so curveball, screwball. Got in on the hands, too far in, that hit Jillian Solis, and they are loaded for the Vibe. And the athletic training staff will come out and have a word with Solis. Make sure she's all good. That got right in there on the fingers. But this does mean, for the Florida Vibe, the tying run is on deck. And Sarah Mosley, her last time up, crushed a 2-run bomb. So they're loaded for Sarah Mosley. 2 for 3 day. Autumn Peace trying to close out this game for the Smoke. Single, that 2-run shot in the 6th, and a ground out for the former Georgia Dog. In a game that has suddenly gotten a little bit more interesting here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh my. 1-1. This also shows the importance of insurance runs. Those 3 runs by the Smoke loom extremely large. That all came with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, too. No doubt this has gotten a little sticky here in the bottom of the 7th. Three and 1. Nowhere to put her, and if you walk her, you bring the tying run to the plate. Hit by pitch, walk, hit by pitch has set up the Vibe with a chance. Full count. Wonder if your piece, if you try and handcuff Mosley, get something inside. Popped up. That's exactly what happened, and the catch is made at first. 2 down. Just a great spot by Autumn Peace. And it's down to Emma Ritter, who's back in.
The center fielder, number 90, Emma Ritter.
0 for 2, fly out and pop out. Late swing, 0-1. Autumn Peace, a strike away. Lifted foul. Ooh, boy. 2-2. I like the idea, just missed her spot. Trying to freeze Ritter on the inner half after working away, pretty much the whole AB. Two. Ritter out to right and right to Mason to wrap it up. The Vibe leaves them loaded. Had a chance with the tying run on deck. But the game ends with the Smoke winning it 10-5.
Hope to see you again as we close out this series tomorrow.
The Smoke will look for the sweep tomorrow.
Have a great night and drive safe.
And again, so much power coming from the top half of the order. How about Jada Cody with her 2 for 3 day with a couple RBIs. Had a home run. Charlotte Eccles, a big blast as well. Kiki Malloy was on base 5 times. And the Smoke will look to wrap it up with a road sweep tomorrow here in Bradenton, Florida. That'll do it for us here at SCF. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us for 2 hours and 50 minutes as the Smoke win it 10-5 over the Florida Vibe. For everyone from here at SCF, I'm Gray Robertson saying good night and so long. We'll see you tomorrow for Game 3 at 6:05 Eastern Time. Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.